Hi everybody, this is Chris, and I want to thank you for purchasing your NeoCube, a device which I'm sure will bring you hours of entertainment. Alright, this tutorial is about lined up versus interlinked, which is a real simple idea. It's just the two kinds of bonds you can have in between your spheres. This bottom one right here is a good example of interlinked. We can see that we have two lines here, but instead of these lines being completely lined up, they're interlinked. Now, this results because the poles in each of these lines are facing the same direction. And I can show that by grabbing one of these and pulling on it, and they'll all just come right apart into one line. This other one here, this is what we call lined up. And these lines are opposite. This side here is north on this line, and this side here is south on this line. And we can show that by unfolding it, and it just becomes one long line. Alright, when dealing with little shapes, these two are obviously lined up. We can see that this is going straight over, nice and lined up. But if we took this one and flipped it over, they're going to go interlinked, which is not necessarily the best kind of bond if you're going to be using a lot of little shapes like this. So to fix it, you just flip it back over. Here's an example of two hexagons that are in the interlinked bond. Just flip one over and it goes to lined up. Here's two three-dimensional shapes, and they're in the interlinked bond. Now this is just a little bit trickier, but it's still pretty easy. You can't very well flip this over and have it work because now, well, this one's pointed up and this one's pointed down, even though they are in the lined up bond. To fix it, you take one of the shapes and you turn it inside out, just like that. And now they'll fit together nice and lined up. If you have some rings, this ring here is in lined up. And now to reverse that, you peel one of the rings off and you flip it around. See how these two are still lined up, but this one is interlinked? If you flip this one around, they're all interlinked. There you go. Lined up versus interlinked.